Alright, it's Josh Allison with Big Riz Barbecue. Today we're going to try a smoked buffalo chicken. A friend of mine, Malcolm Reed with Killer Hogs Barbecue, did this and posted the video on his site, howtobarbecueright.com, and I thought I would give it a shot today. Realized I didn't have the ingredients I needed in the pantry, and we just have one local small grocery store. They didn't have all the ingredients he used either. So I thought I would try to come up with something, use what they had, and we'll give it a shot today. Here I have a mixture of Frank's Red Hot and butter to make a buffalo chicken, or buffalo sauce. I'm going to use this, actually inject the chicken. I'm going to try to get some of it up underneath the skin, along with this seasoning. This is a seasoning I found in the store. It's called Soul Food seasoning, but it actually has salt, garlic, paprika, onion, black pepper, and red pepper in it. So I thought that might be a nice rub to go on top of the skin. Then we'll throw this on the smoker at 325 until the breast gets to an internal temperature of 165 and the thighs 175. So let's go ahead and get started by, I'm going to just use my fingers here to separate the skin from the breast. And then we're going to get some of the buffalo sauce up under there. The skin's usually a little thick and doesn't really penetrate the skin well if you just season the outside of the skin. So I like to put some flavor up underneath there too, so you can actually get some of the seasoning on the meat itself. Not to mention, in the end, I'm going to pull this chicken and most of the skin will not be used, so I don't want to waste too much time seasoning the skin when we're not really going to use the skin that much anyway. Pour a little sauce in here. This is the first time I've ever done this, so hopefully it turns out alright and tastes okay. I don't really know how you can go wrong with buffalo chicken, and I don't know how you can go wrong with smoked chicken, so it just kind of makes sense to combine the two. And hopefully everything turns out alright. Now I'm going to use this injector. This injector is kind of large for these chickens. These are only about 5-pound birds. I have a smaller injector that I got from Danny Kugel, Pit Bulls Up in Smoke. He sells a really nice injector. It's kind of a continual feed injector, and I've recently reloaded my barbecue trailer and I couldn't put my hands on it for the video today, so I had to pull out this older one that I used to use. I'm just going to get as much of this injection as I can and concentrate a lot on the breast meat just because it tends to dry out on you. So any extra moisture you can add to it, the better. And I'll try to get a little bit in the thigh meat as well. This injector has holes halfway up here, and this makes it kind of difficult when you're using smaller cuts of meat like this. You'll wind up squirting a lot of the injection back on you. Alright, I think that should do pretty good for the injection. Kind of making a mess over here. Now I'm going to use this seasoning. I'm going to shake some on the outside. I'm still going to season the skin, even though I'm not going to use a lot of it. I still probably will use some, depending on how bite through or how crispy the skin gets. That's why I'm cooking it at a higher temperature. Cooking it at about 325 will help me get a little crispier skin than if you were to try to do it low and slow. After I coat the outside of the bird fairly liberal, I'm also going to hold up the skin. I'm going to shake a lot straight on that breast meat, and I'll take my hands and try to spread that seasoning around as much as I can up under the skin. Just make sure you spread that seasoning out well underneath there. You don't want any clumps of seasoning, because that skin can kind of hold it in place, and then you could get a bite that's way over seasoned once you get your finished product. So make sure you spread that out evenly. Alright, we got it injected. We got buffalo sauce under the skin. We injected it inside the meat itself. We rubbed it down with our seasoning. Now I'm going to throw it on the smoker. Give it an hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll check the temperature, and we'll be back as soon as we reach 165 in the breast, 175 in the thighs. Let it rest for about 30 minutes. We'll pull it and hopefully have some good eats.